Reciprocity is in the house, an entirely happy convergence. It's a collage poem and it has words from people who are in the room, including Mike G, including my friend Matt, nice to see you, Matt, and others. Okay, so that's why I wanted to read it. And because I think, Mike, you'll understand why I'm reading this again, because of what you did earlier. Reciprocity is in the house, an entirely happy convergence. Our thoughts have forms. It's all a movie, including this conversation. There's no answer to it. Sometimes I reference people or the stars, the sun, the moon, and universal interstellar space type shit. But then she looks at me with those eyes. She punches me in the physics, and I realize that we are filled with the seeds of all the troubles and blessings of existence, but also provided with the sustaining virtue, hope. You don't see any magic? Here on the streets is action. It is the necromantical noumena of the netherworld we are courting. It's exciting, very large, a non-human, abstract dance, a war of elements, torn, resoldered percussion gestures. It is the fecund labyrinth again, with so many rooms, cells, vibrations, percussions, repercussions. I have not been as others were. I've seen a lot of miracles. I'm just giving you a little taste of my energy right now. I'm not even full-fledged. I think I've discovered innocence. Lips touch soft my rim. When you see them with space between them, they are phenomenal specks of light. Let's not become robots and forget our fellow man. Applaud all songs. If crows were robots, I'd love them just the same. I think to love bravely is best, and accept as much as you can bear. I stole from a bunch of people in there, including Mike G, including Marilyn Monroe, Joseph Campbell, Edgar Allan Poe. It was fun.
Good company, right?
Huh? Okay. Yeah. So when I first started the Ghost Town project of observing what was going on in Vancouver, I didn't really read them at these readings. And then Lori Loringer is one of our regulars and a dear friend said, you should be reading those. And so I'm reading some. Lori's not here, but hopefully you'll enjoy them. March 29. These are from this year, all of these. On the Burnt Bridge Crest Trail. Billy's steady and he's the one. He'll always be there. I know. I know. April 10. Stop to say hi to two African-American dudes attired in bright ties and sweater vests. As I get closer, I notice the neck tattoos. Shorter guy launches into a high-speed, nearly unintelligible pitch. Hard to follow, but from what I gather, he may or may not be selling magazine subscriptions. I stop him when he mentions BYU. I thought that you folks weren't even allowed in the church until the 70s. I'm pro-black as a white guy can be, but I'm not pro-LDS. He mumbles something about Malcolm X and religion, assures me that one does not have to be Mormon to attend BYU, leaving me to wonder what self-respecting black man would attend a university established by people who condemn his race. He boasts about being second on his sales team, mentions being from Chicago, claims they are raising money to keep inner-city kids off drugs, out of gangs. But his pitch smells like a million scams I've heard a million times on a million subway platforms. So I ask for more info, or a way to contact him. He balks. I press. He loses interest. In fact, stops looking at me, folds his hands into a fist in front of his face like he's praying. Obviously frustrated, focuses in on his friend, leaning in to snarl, I've got work to do. I walk away, apologizing, aware that the street in him wants to hurt me for wasting his time. This is on the same day, further down Main Street. Loud, giggly trio of girls with long brown hair taking selfies outside Compass Coffee. Quote, we're done with our coffee. This is an ugly picture. I'm never letting anybody touch my hair ever again. What is life? Chew with your mouth open. I always say gosh or oh my goodness. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me. A bunch of my friends came over and they were arguing over whether saying dumb was cussing. I have people texting me, I'm a busy girl. Let's slurp. Ready? Jess, wait. 30-something hippie. I got taken out by a 12-year-old. He tried to stage dive but didn't plan it out very well. For the guys in the field to have a tool that actually works. May 8th. 12 years in the PNW, nothing's changed. In the 45 minutes it takes me to walk downtown, I say hello to 3 people, 2 men and 1 woman. No one says hello in return, no one smiles, none of them acknowledges me in any way. So that's that. Okay, last one. I don't know how many minutes I have left, but
1 minute.
1 minute? Oh, shit. So this is Making Peace with O'Hara's Pistachio Tree. I took a line from Frank O'Hara. I think this poem may need more pink, but you can let me know. Making Peace with O'Hara's Pistachio Tree. Brought into the pink, slipped through the firmament, last remaining barrier between ego and its satisfaction. Nothing to prevent the final morsel's inevitable demise upon your waiting tongue. Never have been very good at waiting or inclined to say no. No will, no restraint. Eventually even the sturdiest board will break. Steam leniency rate, given to break, wrought to fly, steal a fantasy, stake your claim, folded just below table's surface, your ruination lies in wait. And the sepulchre jumps and jounces and turns pink with wrath. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for indulging me as I shared a few of my own too. We'll be here again next on June 11th with Dusty Santa Maria. He will probably read some poetry. He's collaborated with Mike G, and he's also a good songwriter and musician. Thanks to Tony. Thanks to Herb Stokes for the great featured reading earlier. Thanks, Herb. Yeah, let's give him a hand one more time. If you can, be here on Saturday afternoon to see Chris Egan give her artist talk on this great work that's here. And thanks again, once again, to Leah Jackson and Angst Gallery, Evan, and Reed over at News for being so great. Please do tip them and be good to them, and we'll see you next month. Thanks for being here, man.